Hey YouTube, got a backyard garage fix here. Today we're working on a 2005 Pontiac Montana in Wisconsin. We have this wonderful thing called rust, and the lower radiator support rotted and fell off the vehicle. So now the radiator's dangling. Radiator support's part of the whole front frame structure of the car, so you can't replace it without ripping the whole car apart and doing a bunch of tack welding. So today what I've done is I got stubborn and came up with my own design here for repairing it, so I can kind of show you what we got going on. So as you can see, this side is completely gone. There's nothing left. The only thing holding in this radiator right now is what's left of this side. So at this point, you know, it's either do a bunch of work, do it like this and try to make it work, or get a new car. I don't feel like buying a new car. So what I started to do, I didn't get it up before I started doing it, but I took a piece of 3" by 36" sheet metal, 1/8 inch, and I took a bike peg and I cut the sections off of it into about 3/4 inch long shanks, which is about how deep those rubber pucks are. Measured 32 inches on center, welded them to this bracket here. Now what we're going to do is put that in the bottom of the radiator support there, and then we're going to weld these angle brackets underneath the support like so, and then screw in these angle brackets into the remaining sheet metal that's down there, and hopefully this will give us a result that'll prevent me from buying a new vehicle. So I'll keep you posted as I go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to weld these angle brackets on, and then we're also going to weld these angle brackets onto here like so, and then these will get screwed into the existing frame of the vehicle. And basically you got to put your angle bracket, which I got at Menards. It's just a standard 5x1 angle bracket. You want to have 1.25 inch gap between your steel and the edge of the bracket, and I measured it out, and that'll get you where you need to go. And then it's going to be 16 millimeters from the base here up to the frame rail, and that's what we're going to measure out with this bracket here. And then we're just going to run some Tech screws into the frame rail, and this should work. Once again, I'll keep you posted as I go. Alright, so we've got the final bracket welded on this side. You want the top of the bracket to be 1.125" from the tip of the other bracket. That's what I measured out on this van in particular. It might be different from other model years. So we're just going to repeat this process on the other side. We're going to drill a few holes in here so that we got more anchoring space to run into the frame there. So we'll get the other side done and I'll let you know how it looks. Alright YouTube, so we got our brackets all welded up, ready to go on. We're just going to drill the extra holes, mount it, and we should be good to go. So this is the finished product here. I forgot to explain earlier that this tubing I got is about 1.5 inch inside diameter. Those rubber pucks that the radiator sits in are about 1.25 inch. So I just found whatever I could find laying around. Like I said, I used a bike pig. You can use whatever you want, but this is relatively cheap. Total, this whole project, including hardware, metal, I had to buy a new wire for my welder, everything. I got about 40 bucks wrapped up into this cross member here. Yeah, you can ghetto rig it and do what I did right now with the radiator to hold it in while I'm working on it. You can just ratchet strap it. You know, there's other areas we can run a strap through to hold the radiator up without doing the work that I'm doing, but I was looking more for a permanent fix. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's mounted. Alright, so here's our finished product. Just anchored it to the frame rail right in front of the cradle. As you can see, it is fully supported and working. There's nothing holding the radiator up besides the mount that I made. So that's how it's done.